DJ. This is Misha Fortner. My grandfather is Piano Slim, and I'm on YouTube under Ancestry.com, May 24th, 2024. So he's Robert Smith, and he was Cherokee, and they said he was Creole. His mother is Ivani Thompson. He looks Native American. But anyway, long story short, he's not Creole. It's a race that hasn't been identified. um, and so UFO also stands for unidentified. Um, Another word for a person is not an object, but a unidentified um, origin. Okay, or you can say um, not generation, but we'll get back to that. So anyway, that's also what UFO means. And he sang with Ike and Tina. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm still here.
He sang with Ike and Tina, and he went off to war when he was 13. So you can find him on the Blues Festival, St. Louis, 1986. He looks just like an Indian. People thought because he was dark with like African American texture hair that he was Creole because that's what he said. But he was actually a different species, a different not a species, but a different race, and it has nothing to do with the islands or anything. It's other Native Americans that hasn't been identified. So they were. It's a new breed, or they were around. It's actually a new breed. So what happened was the dark people, so far as the Cherokees, kept on mating and stuff like that. And gradually, what happened was, uh, the new race just happened. And so you can probably find the name of the Cherokee tribe under other Cherokee Indians. So it would be something like Native American Cherokee Indians is what the correct terminology would be, or Black Cherokee Indians is what it is. It's called Black Cherokee Indians. And so, back to what I was saying about UFO, and they said that in the history books that it's a common.
Andre
I'm
S., would
sorry,
you
the
come see
speakerphone is
Linda in
so
social
loud.
service,
But
please?
they
Andre
said it.
S., please come see Linda in
Sorry
social
about that.
service.
But they said UFO also means unidentified objects, but it also means unidentified, um, not social security number, but when a person has um, a what's the O word I'm looking for? Um, uh,
Origin.
Not origin, because origin has something to do with outer space. But if you go to Webster's dictionary, or you look in the encyclopedia, or you look under stuff like that in those kind of books, and they tell you what identified object means, they'll tell you what UFO also stands for. So when you think of the word O in a person, it's a not an opinion, but a um, not an opposite, but it's a um, it's kind of like ongoing data. So it would be original. So it would be unidentified, um, kind of original, not original, but unidentified other is what it means. So when you say other, when you're speaking about race, they talk about Alaskans, they talk about Indians, they talk about all the races from Vietnamese to Polish and stuff like that. And so the darker Indians came from basically like the mountain areas and stuff. See, when people were traveling around in Canada, which is where a lot of white people came from, is known as Caucasians. So it's another word. It's a playoff of Caucasian. So white people are known as Caucasians, and black people are also known as they would be something like so white people are also known as Caucasians, and black Cherokee Indians are also known as um, they would be outer. Uh, I'm kind of having trouble with that. So, but anyway, let me get back to the story. So they were around the mountains on the other side, and they traveled, and they um, they never really you know how you hear stories about Bigfoot and stuff like that. Other people were just around, but anyway, yeah. So my grandfather said that his father was Cherokee, but he knew that other black people, other black men and stuff came from the mountain area near where they have with the tusk. Not the tusk. What I forget what you call those. Not mountain lions, but there were mountain lions and hyenas, and so you would check in that area. Um, and then another species they had out there would be um, wolves and stuff like that, right? So the Cherokees, you have Apache, you have the indigenous, you have Cheyenne and stuff like that. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. So they would be like kind of like our hold on, the intercom is
A
going
period
again.
to AB nursing station. Can I get A period to AB nursing station?
Okay, so I'm sorry about that. So I'm trying to keep it short because I'm on YouTube right now with you on the phone. So when you're talking about a UFO, it also stands for unidentified uh, op, uh, upper what is it? Upper. I'm trying to think of the word opium, not opium. And then I don't understand why so many people are on opiums. But so anyway, I'm finishing up. And so when you go on Ancestry.com, and his mother is Alvini Thompson, and they said that she was Choctaw, Chickasaw, and that's just another word for saying that they were part of the Cherokee tribe. And so, in conclusion to that, I'm his granddaughter, and yesterday was his birthday, and he left me some money. So he put it in his will. If you look up Robert Smith, and he says I'm the only person that ever understood him. He never told my mother that he has the money. And I'm on YouTube as the data, and I wanted the money to go to Joe Biden, Lester Holt, and Mark with the El Salvador Munde if they call. Mark's number is 212-636-2000. President Biden number is 202-456-1414. And Lester Holt's number is 212-664-3333. So it really doesn't have anything with unidentified anything, but it's just the other Cherokee tribe is what you would say. But when I'm speaking of UFOs and stuff like that, I was just saying that it was an unidentified race, race or you could something like that. It's just an unidentified race. Okay.
Attention consumers.
So anyway,
code orange. All staff and consumers. Code orange. Please report to your nurse when your people are accounted for. Code orange.
Anyway, I'm sorry about that. So are you there? Hello? Okay, so anyway, Robert Smith, he went into war when he was 13. He played with Ike and Tina. He drove taxi cabs. And in the war, when he went off to war, he set some money aside. He has an honorable discharge. He set a bunch of money to the side, which he lived off some of it and never told my mom or anybody about it. He kept it to himself. So he hid over zillions and zillions and zillions and zillions and zillions of dollars. And how he did it, they said that my grandfather killed. What happened was World War II was about to be conquered, okay? And my grandfather hid over in the Pacific, near Asia, with the big Chinamen. And they were dropping bombs, and there were talk about the war was almost over and people got drafted and stuff. And they said, Slim, the last man is going down, the last man down. They said, Slim, okay, you're in. So my grandfather was the last soldier standing. Every soldier was down. My grandfather came out with a book bag. He came out with guns. He had grenades, he had knives, and he started dropping bombs like Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but Chinatown style. He started cutting throats. He started shooting people. He was hiding. He would swim through waters, hide underwater, and he would.
Andrew P to AB Nurse Station. Can I get Andrew P to AB Nurse Station? Anybody with eyes on Andrew P, please send him to AB Nurse Station.
I'm sorry. And so while he was over there, and he killed about maybe 1,000,000 men. It was 1 to 1,000,000 men. So when he conquered and killed all of them, they were all exhausted, and so he killed all of them. And then he went over there, and they had their money and stuff over there, and he brought it over, and it was discussed between him and the U.S. Army. So it's indiscretion. So they gave him. This was when he was 13, and he got out when he was 18. So he had an honorable discharge. And what happened was he kept it in his will, and he left it for me. Okay. So it's more than zillions of dollars. And here I am. Okay. And so anyway, when Lester and Mark and his name is David Muir from ABC News, I wanted to go to him too, and I want them to split it. And anyway, just those four. And anyway, and Tom Yamas as well with NBC. So what happened was he got all of the money, and they gave it to him. And he took the money and they transferred it. And when my grandfather died, I went to his funeral in 2011, and I saw him pass. And anyway, and so I made sure I went to his funeral. But see, I'm his only granddaughter that's Cherokee. Okay, so he's Black Cherokee, and we're full-blooded Cherokee. But my brother and sister have different fathers. So because I went to school and I was Cherokee and stuff like that, he left the money to me. There's gold, there's diamonds, there's rubies, there's money. And I wanted to all go to President Joe Biden, Lester Holt, David Muir, and Tom Yamas. So they'll give you a call about it. And my confirmation tape is going to be under my YouTube that I'm about to download. I'm going to put it under Ancestry.com with the kid, May 24th, 2024, and today is Mayday. So yesterday was my grandfather's birthday. That means he left it to me today. And then you guys go ahead and push your buttons and make your calls, and you'll find the answer there. So I'm leaving it to them, okay? I don't know if you got all that. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, and be sure to stay tuned into my YouTube.
Of course, ma'am. Thank you so much for that one. And you can always give us a call.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.